A51 here with the next installment of the Godzilla Retrospective. And I wanted to go right into the Heisei series of Godzilla films. There seems that I missed something in my research. In the 70s, let's back up. In the 70s and 60s, a new kind of cartoons were coming out. Mainly, it was the era of Hanna Barbera here in the States. Shows like Scooby-Doo and others were on the air. And since Godzilla was getting a lot of traction with TV and video releases, Hanna Barbera decided to make a Godzilla cartoon. Okay. I have nothing against Scooby-Doo. Actually, I watched it as a kid, but it's not really a big market to have the King of the Monsters stomp his way through. So you might be asking yourself, what are they going to do on a weekly basis with a show like this? The first episode that I saw was after Terror of Mechagodzilla on Monster Vision, and every episode has the same formula. Something bad happens. A team is sent in that's the same team every time. We have the captain. We have his wife. Her assistant. We have the annoying kid. And everyone's needed monster slash dog slash little helper, this thing. Okay, okay. Okay. So, the first episode, which I'm going to go into, there is a volcano going off. And inside the volcano, there's this monster called the Thunderbird. Okay. And our research team is sent in. They have Godzuki, they're picking up survivors from the island, and this Firebird is coming out and acting and causing a ruckus when, I kid you not, the captain pulls out his beeper and presses a button on it, revealing the King of the Monsters. What is wrong with his voice? My God. Okay. All kidding aside, they couldn't license everything about Godzilla to be in this show, so they had to make up a new roar, but come on. Listen to this. Oh. Okay. So Godzilla's awkwardly walking towards the Firebird, Thunderbird, whatever, in the water, and the Thunderbird begins to attack, and Godzilla opens up with his trademark eye lasers. Eye lasers? Okay, Godzilla never had eye lasers. What about his atomic breath? Oh my God. So the Thunderbird is flying around, causing some ruckus when The research team decides they need to go inside the volcano to check on it. There's a cave-in. The kid goes inside with Godzilla somehow. I don't know how Godzilla fit in there. But then they get trapped inside. So Godzilla actually begins to call to Godzilla, which is a callback to Minya calling for Godzilla and Son of Godzilla. Godzilla's saving the day. And they continue their search for the Thunderbird, finding the Thunderbird and Godzilla battling with this thing underwater, trapping it under some rocks. The day is saved. Godzilla then goes back to sleep, actually looking like he's melting into the ocean. I know you're probably wondering, oh, how could they do this over and over again? Well, they did. It's essentially the same exact episode over and over again, whether he's fighting a giant turtle. Yeah, Gamera fans should be pissed. Okay, or he's fighting a giant snow monster. Or he's fighting a giant electrical blob. Every episode's the same. Trouble starts, the science team goes in, looks. They can't handle it. They call Godzilla. Godzilla goes away for a bit. Godzilla calls him back, and bam. I know they throw in a couple of curveballs where the science team's captured. They can't call for Godzilla, so they have to have Godzilla just do it. I'm sorry, guys. This show is terrible. Just terrible. I give this show a D. I know this isn't really a huge in-depth look at it, but come on, every episode is the same. Okay? It's just really bad. Just watch this show if you are a true diehard Godzilla fan. You have to watch this show. Watch a few episodes if you must. Watch a few episodes and give it your own opinion. This is only my opinion, and I'm not trying to hate. Hanna Barbera made great cartoons. Alright. This should have been left alone. They shouldn't have really done this. Maybe they created their own giant monster to kind of cash in on the monster craze with Godzilla and Gamera, but actually pasting Godzilla's name to it. Watch at your own leisure, guys. Well, this is Godzilla A51 to say, see y'all later, have a good night, and next time we come together, we're going to see the true return of Godzilla. Have a good night, everyone. See y'all later.